This video is sponsored by BCA Bearings, the #1 supplier of OE quality hub assemblies. Visit bcabearings.com for more information.
When you're replacing a hub unit, you may come into different types of fasteners to help attach the new one to the vehicle. So how do you deal with these different types of fasteners to make sure that they hold for the entire life of the bearing or even the entire life of the vehicle? Well, it's very simple. If you're dealing with a nylock that has a little bit of nylon or other plastic material that's designed to hold on to the bolt itself, well, these need to be replaced with a brand new one just about every time, because when you take this off, it pretty much destroys this plastic insert. If you're dealing with an axle nut, chances are this is not going to be a nylock style. This is going to need to go on the axle with nothing there. In other words, there should be no lubricants, no sealants, nothing else on there. Why? Because the friction is essential on those threads for the axle and the nut itself to make sure that it gets the right torque setting. And it's also why you need to follow the correct torque procedures depending on the manufacturer. Other bolts that you may deal with. This is actually a torque to yield bolt, but it has a very, very interesting coating on it. This is essentially a geomet type coating on this bolt. It's not designed to protect against corrosion. It's actually meant to seal the bolt with a nut so corrosion does not go into a control arm or even a hub unit itself. This coating is actually destroyed when it's installed into the bearing itself. The next thing you're going to be dealing with are thread lockers. These can come in multiple flavors. Out there in the marketplace between the OEs and also aftermarket, there are probably 7 to 8 different colors. But it's critical that you follow the OE recommendation if it's going to be blue, red, purple, or yellow. Yellow. Actually, interesting story, that's used on a lot of GM vehicles. It's not really a thread locking compound, it's actually a sealant to prevent water and other debris getting into the threads of the bolt and causing things to seize up. You should always clean up the nut itself or the bolt with the old Loctite on it before you put new Loctite on. This way you're going to get a very sound fastener. Probably one of the least popular things lately, it's actually the cotter pin or a mechanical type attachment. Make sure you're using a brand new cotter pin or the castle nut. This way you're going to make sure that everything stays secure and that nut holds the torque on the bearing itself, which means the preload stays for a longer period of time. So if you follow these rules with the different types of fasteners out there, you're going to make sure that that job lasts a long time and the customer is very happy. I'm Andrew Markell. Thank you very much.